Hello, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. I hope you're doing well today. Happy New Year. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot. This is your tarot card for the week of January 4th, 2026. It is a collective general reading, not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate. And if that happens, it just means that that one message is meant for someone else. So take what fits, how it fits, leave what doesn't, and be sure to check out your other placements. If you don't know what your other placements are, in the description box is a link where you can obtain your free birth chart. Also, in that description box is information on how you can become a time traveler. With all of that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Libra collective now for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. What is the tarot card of the week now for Libra? Keep in mind, Libra, this is not what you don't see coming for the week ahead. The tarot card of the week reading is intended to help all of us move forward in our respective journeys. So what is the tarot card of the week here for the Libra collective? One more shuffle. Thank you. The Ten of Swords. What situation in your life needs to come to an end? At the bottom of the deck, you have Page of Pentacles. What skill are you being called to develop? Okay. Why is the Ten of Swords the tarot card of the week? Again, I want to reiterate, this is not what is headed your way this week. This is something that we need to contemplate, or you need to contemplate. What situation, could be environment, connection, a pattern within yourself, needs to come to an end. Could even be a thought process. All right, tell me more about this here for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements. Why is the Ten of Swords their tarot card of the week? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles, the Five of Cups, the Moon, and the King of Pentacles. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Magician, you have the Ace of Swords, and you have the Eight of Swords. Oh, isn't that interesting? At the bottom of the deck, you have the Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Cups to the Three of Swords. Okay, so there's something here about this new chapter, new beginning here in your life. I feel like what needs to come to an end is your the way you feel about it, because I think the way you're feeling about this is you're coming at it from a negative perspective. Again, I feel like all these readings so far for this week have been super, super specific. Like some of them feel like I'm giving a personal reading. So if it's not your message, don't force it, okay? Just check another placement. But for the group of you that I have now tapped into, this is a feeling of I'm trying to manifest something new or create something new in my life, or I'm currently working on something new. But I have this, again, the moon rules our emotions. And with that Five of Cups, either you don't feel confident in your ability to do this or find this, locate this, start anew, learn this. There's something here where you're allowing the painful or negative emotions within you to actually block this manifestation. And I don't think you're realizing that it's blocking your manifestation, but it is. I think that's something you're not seeing. What is that Ace of Pentacles? So what needs to come to an end? It would be you thinking and feeling negatively about this new chapter or new opportunity here. Tell me about that Ace of Pentacles. What is the Ace of Pentacles here? One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Ace of Pentacles is being clarified by the Ten of Cups, the Six of Cups, and the Ace of Cups. Whoa. Bottom of the deck, Page of Pentacles, which is at the bottom of this deck as well. Oh, right behind that is the Four of Cups. So this is in regards to partnerships and connections in your life. Whether this is in respect to someone who's currently in your life, or you want to reconcile with a past person, or you're looking for a new connection, you're looking for your new best friend, your ride or die, or your new romantic love partner, or maybe a new professional partner. Again, that Ace of Cups, Six of Cups, that could be anyone, right? That's just a very close soul bond connection here. It would add to your Ten of Cups, meaning it would make you emotionally content or emotionally satisfied. So I feel like this is in regards to a connection in your life. Again, whether they're in your life or you want to bring them back into your life, or you're just looking for someone new to enter your life. No matter which of the three groups there you're part of, the feeling here seems to be because of some loss, remorse, regret that has transpired, some pain that you're still holding on to. There's this feeling of, but it's not possible. In other words, I'm a single Libra. And I would really like to get out there and meet someone. I'm manifesting to meet someone. I'm on dating apps. I'm going out there in the 3D. It's only an example, okay? I'm going to bars and restaurants and whatever, museums, in the hopes of meeting my person. I want to meet my person. I'm praying for them. But inside, if you're like, oh, it's never going to happen, it's another day that I never found them, or I haven't met them yet, those negative feelings about it are then, because you're thinking about them consciously, subconsciously, and our thoughts become our reality, you're blocking that manifestation because you don't fully believe in it. Even if this is in regards to reconciliation. If at the heart of it, you don't believe that it's possible, then it's not possible. Tell me more about this. Why is the Five of Cups and the Moon here? Very emotional, a lot of hurt, a lot of pain, negative feelings, negative thinking. And again, let's say this is job related, right? Because we start off with that Ace of Pentacles. You've lost your job, now you're looking for a job. But if every day you don't actually land the job, then those feelings of, oh, I'm not good enough, no one called me back, I went on the interview, but I haven't heard from them, or no one's called me yet for an interview, because you're thinking of it so negatively and you're like talking yourself down here, yeah, that's, your thoughts are becoming your reality. You know, the three key components to the Magician card, and I've always said this, is asking Source, God, Muhammad, Jesus, whomever it is that you, whatever deity that is that you believe in, okay? Or just your ancestors, right? Your spirit guides. Step one is the ask. Step two is the do, right? Because the Magician is the only card in tarot that has all four aces. So utilizing all of your skills, all of your tools to say to the universe, hey, let's co-create. Let's make this happen. I'm not just relying on you to do 100% of the work here. I'm willing to split this with you 50-50. I'm serious. But then we need to believe every day that that's coming in, even if today's the day that it doesn't. There's still something here about keeping the hope alive, that you will find someone one day, you know, that you will meet that person, or maybe you will be able to reconcile with that individual, or you'll find the perfect job, or the business partner, or your ride or die best friend. But there's something here like these feelings of it's never going to happen, or I'm not good enough. That's totally blocking your manifestation, because those three key components is the ask, the do, and the believe. And these feelings here are affecting your belief here. Okay, Five of Cups to the Moon. Why is this here? Why is this here? This is what needs to come to an end. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Five of Cups to the Moon, clarified by the Three of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Justice. Justice, Page of Wands, Three of Wands, Nine of Swords. Okay, because the last time you tried this, it didn't work out for you. That's what happened here. So, for example, the last time I was in a relationship, it ended terribly. We started out being happy. Everything was hot and it was passionate. And then before I knew it, Seven of Wands, they blocked me. I blocked them. They crossed the line. I crossed the line. Things kind of went south. That's the feeling here. So do I want to find another love partner? I do. But because I'm still not fully healed from what happened in the past, I'm asking God for a love partner. I'm putting myself out there. But I don't really believe it's going to be possible for me to ever find that Ten of Cups, because every time I thought I found the Ten of Cups, it didn't work out. And so why would it work out this time? And it's like that negative thinking is affecting you here. So we need to heal this. So I think that's what needs to come to an end. It's not just thinking more positively. I mean, that's part of it. But this is more like we need to heal this. All of the emotions, all of the negative emotions that are stirred up because of the Five of Cups. That's what needs to be healed. And what needs to come to an end is allowing those past negative or heartbreaking or disappointing experiences to prevent us from acquiring what it is that we want. I don't know if it was your reading or maybe it was Virgo's reading. A couple of months ago, I had explained the way I see manifestation. And in the reading, I had said, you know, almost everything and everyone that we want in our life it's like secondhand. You know what I mean? Like even if, or it depends on someone else. Like if you want to buy a vehicle and you're praying to God for a miracle, right? You're like, I really need a vehicle. Please help me buy a car. And then you're working and you're saving your money, but you're not finding the vehicle that you need. It's like that vehicle either needs to be made, or if it's a pre-owned or used car, it needs to be sold. So there are chess pieces that need to be moved around. So just saying I need a vehicle and look, I'm going to work and I'm saving money doesn't mean that in one day or 1 week you're going to be able to buy the vehicle. Even if you have the funds for it, you still need to wait for it to be made available for you, to you. Same thing if you're asking for a love partner. That person may be in another relationship. Your soulmate, your next soulmate that is on path for you could be in another relationship. When you ask God to bring you your soulmate, my next romantic partner, there are chess pieces that have to be moved around. Maybe that person needs to relocate. Maybe that person needs to leave a relationship. Maybe that person needs to heal more before God puts them on your path. So, before your paths can intersect. So there's something here of keeping the hope alive, even if the manifestation is not coming true today, and understanding that it takes time. Manifestations take time. Even if you're looking for a job, the job either needs to be created by someone, or if you're going to, create your own job because you're going to be your own business owner, it's not going to happen in a 24-hour period. You're still going to have to do things to create the job for yourself. Otherwise, if you're relying on someone to provide you with the job, they need to either create the position, or whoever is currently in the position needs to move on. Maybe they get pregnant and they go on maternity leave. Maybe they get fired. Maybe they leave because God opens up another position for them in another company. So I always, I find it funny sometimes, some of the tarot readers that I see online, and I follow like 24 of them on YouTube. I think some of them are exceptionally skilled. Others not so much. They're like, oh, rapid manifestation. Just ask for it today and it comes tomorrow. I don't know of anything that I asked for today and comes tomorrow. I'd be pretty hard pressed. Things take time. Chess pieces need to be moved around. And when we're living on a ball, right, on a planet with almost 9 billion people, and everyone's asking for something all the time, that's a hell of a lot of chess pieces need to get moved around. And that's why I always say the second part of the Magician is you can't just ask for something and then not move forward with it, because they've got a lot to do up there. There's 8+ billion wishes and dreams and goals that they got to move stuff around for. And so I always looked at the Magician as like, you can't just ask, you have to be like, look, I'm really serious. Start moving around those chess pieces because I'm putting in my effort. And then the third thing is you got to believe. Despite past heartache, past failures, past disappointments, past the disappointment that it just didn't come in today. So I think this needs to come to an end, allowing the negative emotions to affect what you subconsciously believe about your manifestation becoming a reality. I also think you need to invest in that. King of Pentacles is someone who invests for the long run. So once you decide that this is what you want or who you want, or again, you need to then invest time or invest money. I can ask God, oh, I would really love to learn how to learn the guitar, but I'm not going to wake up tomorrow and be the next Jimi Hendrix or the next Eddie Van Halen if I've never picked up a guitar in my life. So the King of Pentacles has to invest time, love, money, etc., into their manifestation. Tell me about the King of Pentacles energy. Tell me about the King of Pentacles energy. One more shuffle here. Thank you. 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles. Bottom of the deck, 10 of Pentacles. I have to be honest with you, and that's why I think it's such a super specific message. If you're asking for it and not doing any of the work, or if you're asking for it and doing the work, but you're believing subconsciously or maybe even consciously that it'll never come to you, if you're doing 1 or 2 out of the 3 main components, you're going to be waiting a long time for this manifestation to come to you, because, my love, I don't think it'll ever arrive. I have to be honest with you. The 4 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and Knight of Pentacles. You'll just be waiting for it to come to you. And time is going to pass by very slowly. So there's definitely something here about really actively engaging in that Magician energy. asking for it, participating in it, in creating it, and then believing in it. Otherwise, yeah, you'll wait forever for it. Tell me about that Eight of Swords. How can Libra get out of this? What situation in your life needs to come to an end? The negative thoughts, the negative feelings. One more shuffle here. Thank you. Eight of Swords, King of Wands, Two of Cups, and the Five of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Temperance. This is what I'm talking about. Taking the inspired action to want to connect to someone, whether they're currently in your life or not. And then not believing it's coming in. This is it literally is causing confusion in your manifestation. And that's what needs to be healed. Temperance. That's what needs to be healed. Interesting. In Virgo's reading, I was told to pick up the deck for the opposite sign, which is Pisces. And I'm being told now kind of do the same thing for you. So I've never done that before. I don't know why. Back to back. That's the only two in like 18 months of doing readings on YouTube here. All right. Well, we'll use the Aries deck. That's your opposite sign, right? Yeah. Okay. Tell me more about that Five of Cups. I feel like that's step one. We need to address the Five of Cups. The heartache, the loss, the remorse, the regret, the sadness, the despair. I think that's step one here. If we can focus on that, then I think the mind portion gets cleared up. The negative thinking here gets cleared up. Tell me about that, please, the Five of Cups. How can Libra begin to heal this Five of Cups? One more shuffle here. Thank you. Four of Cups. You got to acknowledge it. Queen of Wands. Yes, you need to acknowledge it. You need to go within and acknowledge it, that it even exists. And then start Eight of Pentacles doing the work to heal it. So there's heartache, there's heartbreak there. Because like in the Four of Cups, you know, depending on what cards come out, I'll say, oh, it's a missed opportunity, or it's something you're not seeing. So we're clarifying the Five of Cups. It's like, I don't think you're seeing. I don't think you're fully acknowledging how this not being fully healed yet is creating a block to what it is that you want. Again, super specific message. So with that Page of Pentacles, it's like, oh, I should have looked at that. Right behind that is the Four of Cups. So it is something here that we're missing or we're not recognizing. And I think what you're not recognizing is if you feel your manifestation is blocked, this is why. We need to take the inspired action here to go within and evaluate this, okay? Okay, so if Libra were to acknowledge this and take the inspired action, create some time. The Hermit card here is Virgo energy. Virgo is very healing. So going within and looking at it starts a healing process. What comes next? What comes next for them if they were to do that? One more shuffle here. Thank you. What comes next? Strength. So you start to believe again. Oh, you start to believe again in your manifestation. And Six of Swords, instead of waiting for it to come to you, you go out and get it. Hierophant, Tower, and then boom, it's like it comes in. So, oh my God, it's so amazing. I just got a bunch of goosebumps on that. So step one here is acknowledging if this reading is resonating for you, there's something or someone that you want, whether they're in your life or not. Okay, someone you want, some situation, whatever. You want it, you're asking for it, and you're wondering why it's not coming in. It's not coming in because we haven't addressed the Five of Cups. So the Five of Cups, the emotional aspect here, if you can recognize that and take the inspired action, go within, be honest with yourself. Oh my God, yes, I do need to heal that. That is playing a subconscious role here in my manifestation not coming true. You then start to develop strength because now you've recognized the issue within. Like the manifestation is not coming to fruition because the issue is coming from inside the house. It's not external. It's not God smiting you. You know what I mean? It's in here. And then you can move towards the Hierophant, the long-term connection, the company you want to open, you know, the corporation you want to work for. Like then you move towards it, not wait for it to come to you. Then you move towards it. Okay, what a fascinating reading here. The Tower, the Nine of Swords, and the Two of Wands. Look how this just kind of like blows up. Like it's, I think it's a revelation here. Just blows up all of that Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords. Okay, so that is step one there. Acknowledging we have not fully healed something. And it's taking an emotional and then mental toll on our manifestation. All right, how can they then heal the Eight of Swords? I just saw the Wheel of Fortune. Oh, so in time, it'll just heal itself in time. Is that what happens? Tell me about that Eight of Swords. Tell me about the Eight of Swords here. How do they heal the Eight of Swords then? One more shuffle. Thank you. Six of Wands. Two of Pentacles. And the King of Cups. It just happens. Four of Swords at the bottom of the deck. This ends up healing because you'll start thinking more positively about yourself, your capabilities, your abilities, your manifestation. You'll have more confidence in yourself, more confidence in source, more confidence that who or what you want is coming towards you. So this, I don't want to say is instantly healed, but you gain victory and success. Because Two of Pentacles is astrologically the Jupiter. It's astrologically Jupiter in Capricorn. And Jupiter rules, rules Sagittarius as well as Pisces. So you get good luck on this wish that you want, this dream that you want. And it opens up your heart to receive. King of Cups. Four of Swords, that's what heals the mind. What a fascinating reading you have here. All right, let's get you 3 cards of advice. So what situation in your life needs to come to an end? Healing that wounds, acknowledging that that is part of the reason why your manifestation is blocked. And then, of course, practicing the 3 key components of manifestation, the ask, the do, and the believe. But the believe will come naturally to you once you get out of this, I don't want to say victim mentality, but the never land. It'll never happen. I'm not good enough, etc., etc. Just healing that restores your self-confidence. Just confidence in general, in yourself, in source, and in your manifestation. 3 cards of advice here, please, for Libra. One more shuffle here. Thank you. The Eight of Pentacles, which is getting to work, right? Start doing this work. Nine of Wands in respect to your wounds here. Death card, yeah, so you could transform your life, absolutely. And I love that we got Queen of Cups there. So you can become more emotionally balanced when it comes to your manifestations, because then you are in control of your emotions, as opposed to your emotions right now being in control of you, affecting your thoughts, which then end up blocking your manifestation. So I would say, in terms of advice, this is getting to work in respect to this particular wound that you have, so you can put it to bed, so to speak, once and for all, and then you can have this a new beginning in your life, this transformation. That is what I have for you, Libra. That is your very special tarot card of the week reading. If you like that message, it resonates with you, you want to claim all or part of it, please be sure to click like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hype the video if you're able to do that. And don't forget to check out the description box to find out how you can become a time traveler. Until I read for you again, be gentle with yourself. And as always, I'm sending you light, love, and peace.